Hey, so I haven't made too many videos lately, so I'm working on getting back in the swing of things. And I thought I'd start with doing a walk-around video of my '86 F-150. You've seen me posting several videos of working and doing projects to it, but I've never actually done a physical walk-around or demo. So I thought I'd go ahead and do that today. So I'll go ahead and get started. And going by the VIN, the truck is actually, it's a 1986 F-150 XL 4x4, built in Kansas City, Missouri on December 1985. And going by the VIN, it is rated at 6,001 to 7,000 pounds. And of course, F-150 style side 4x4, that was actually coded in the VIN also, with a 5.0 liter 302 EFI. And originally equipped with the AOD transmission, now has the C6 due to rebuilds, and a 355 rear differential. Now what I'm not sure is if the original was a limited slip or not. I'm pretty sure that it's not now. It's been rebuilt. Actually, my best friend went through and rebuilt the whole, I set the differential up, but I can't remember. I had to pull the cover off of it to be sure anyway. And it is a 1986 model year. Still has a little rust, but when it came home, it did not look anywhere near this good. And of course, the simple thing, starting right off, is the color is light canyon red and medium dark fire. And if you want, I can get you the paint codes for that. The future, I plan on restoring it at one point or another, at some point anyway, to restore the original colors, even with the stripe at the top where the border is. The bed rails are off of my blue F-150 that I took off when I put the topper on it. The tailgate doesn't match, and I haven't really been too worried about that. One of these days I'll eventually get around to painting it to match, but that just hasn't been really a top priority for the moment. The passenger side is the rougher looking side of the two sides. The paint, well, yeah, the paint and clear coat and everything, it's not in real great shape anyway. Plus it has a lot of rust, and I will probably, I've thought about looking for a bed, but I might just actually order the bed sides. You can get those and put new bed sides on it. Unless I find a decent bed, which I found one here a couple years ago, but it sold pretty quick, actually before I get my hands on it. The wheels and tires are off the Bronco I had. I was actually going to go with some plain white wagon wheels. Then it just hit me. I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and swap the wheels and tires from the Bronco onto this. And they've been on ever since, and they look good. It's eventually going to be getting time for new tires at some point. Those are 6 years old. Overall, for what it is a pretty decent looking truck. It is kind of rough, and I do understand that. And it's definitely not a show truck. And there's many that it's better than, and there's many better than this one, but I've been happy with it for what it is. I also installed the cab lights on it at one point. I was just driving along, and I had this out of the blue decision. I decided, hey, I want to put cab lights on it, so I put cab lights on it. And it really changed the whole look of the truck, actually. The most recent project that I had worked on, and that was actually last weekend, was I took the headlight bezels out and I painted the inside circumference where the headlight surround is. I repainted that black. It was starting to fade and turn gray and discolor, so I went ahead and taped that off. It actually was kind of an easy job, and I'd considered, doing something different with it, painting it gray or even a body color, but the black makes it look its best. Inside is where a lot of work needs to be done. It is originally, since it is an XL, it was supposed to have the vinyl seat and the vinyl color keyed vinyl floor mat, which meant it had a red floor mat in it. But at some point or another, someone had put carpet in it and replaced it with even worse carpet. So the interior looks kind of bad, and I've been aiming to work on doing some upgrades and replacements to that. Of course, you can't get the color keyed vinyl anymore, and that's fine with me. It'll just get a regular black vinyl floor mat in it when I redo the interior. And of course, the seat, I wish that I could get that woven vinyl material that they used to make, but you can't get that anymore, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to do on it. Probably just order just a pleated vinyl reupholstery for it and go that route. Alright, so let's go ahead and open the hood. Engine is a 302 EFI. As many of you can remember, was rebuilt in 2014. Starting with a rebuilt short block, and I added the cam and went through and redid the heads. Did a few other little odds and ends, and if you can remember the issue that I had with the camshaft, they sent me the wrong one. They sent me one that was larger, had a larger lift and duration than the stock, and what I had actually wanted. I wanted one that was a little bit bigger than stock anyway, and the one they sent me was even bigger than that. And it was the largest one that I could go with without having to replace the valve springs. And so far I have not been really unhappy with it. Of course, it was not an EFI friendly compatible camshaft, so it has a few little quirks to it, you might say, but other than that, it does run great. The exhaust consists of 20-inch glass packs, which will be getting replaced sometime in the near future. I'm hoping to replace with some Flowmasters or something different anyway. Something different than glass packs anyway. Of course, now the glass packs don't sound too bad. They're just too crackly for me, for my own liking anyway. Okay, so let's go ahead and start it up so you can hear it run. Like I said, it sounds real good sitting here at the idle like this, but under throttle it's just too crackly for me, for my liking anyway, I should say. And engine idle smooth. You can tell, especially in gear, you can detect it has a small cam in it, but for the most part it does run relatively smooth. And the AC is running, which is capable of blowing air at the registers at 34 degrees. Really nice for these hot, humid days like this. I was really surprised it works. But I have not had any issues with it out of it. The next project is it will be getting a new radiator. And that's about all for my video. For my 1986 F-150. I think in the near future I'll probably be making some more videos on my blue one to date, because I've had a few subscribers ask me about it, so I might make a current video for it since it's been out of the spotlight for a while. And I might go ahead and make another one for the Flex. Haven't seen it around too much. Okay, well anyway, hope you enjoyed my video for my 86 F-150. Oh yeah, and note, some of you, I've read the comments about it. I have two F-150s, a blue one and a red one. The blue one is a 1991 and the red one is a 1986. And I will just identify them by blue F-150 or red F-150, or sometimes I call this the farm truck. Okay, well anyway, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and I thank you for watching.